Hey there, how's everyone doing? Welcome to the Credit Card News live stream. I'm Cal Barton, and so this stream is just about reviewing the latest events, latest news in the credit card industry, and then later on I cover the different stories from Reddit, and I'll cover some of the burning questions about how to conduct yourself with credit cards and what are some best practices, things like that. And then throughout the whole show, we're just going to cover questions. I'll highlight things that you want to talk about, and we'll just have a good time. How's everyone doing? Just let me know in the chat. So I'm just gonna get started here. First up, let me pull this up real quick. All right. So first up, we have here the Quicksilver card. So, the Capital One Quicksilver is coming with a $250 welcome offer with $500 of spend required, and that's going to be over the course of 3 months from account opening. So I've noticed that these sign-up bonuses fluctuate from $100 to $200 throughout the year and seem to peak during the holiday seasons. This looks like an even better deal. I don't understand why the Quicksilver card is so popular when there are free 2% cashback cards available. So notably, I use the SoFi credit card, but you have the Citi double cash card that's been around for years. That kind of set the standard, set the bar. And then where we have the PayPal MasterCard, that's also 2% back. So there's a lot available, but I know that people love this Quicksilver card. It's probably because Capital One is so widespread and popular. They have a big user base, and they probably have a better marketing budget, wouldn't you say? I would say that. So, do you think the hype around the Quicksilver card is justified? I'm just gonna ask you. I'm gonna take a poll real quick. You guys, let's sound off. Let me know. Let me know what's up. Max, how's it going, Max? Welcome to the live stream. I appreciate you coming back. It's good to have you. Danny, how's it going, man? Welcome. Okay, so it's justified. You feel like that? I have a poll down below. If you want to vote, let me know how you feel about it. The Quicksilver card is just the hype around is justified. All right, so I'm just gonna move on to the next story. You guys let me know. All right, so we have a new sign-up offer on the Chase Freedom cards. So here's the first option. You're gonna get for new card members can earn $200 back after spending $500 in purchases on the card in the first 3 months, and they get 5% back on up to $6,000 in purchases at gas stations in the first year, worth $300. And the number 2 option is you can earn an additional 1.5% back on all earning categories on up to $20,000 spent in the first year via the points guy. So that big website that covers credit card news and things of that nature. You'll get that deal strictly with the points guy, and that's worth $300. So a few of my thoughts are, for me, it's a no-brainer to pick option number 1. It's just a better deal, simply. You can easily meet the $500 spend on one item or buying groceries, and you can use it for buying groceries for the month. The previous bonus was groceries, which I think was a slightly better deal because everyone has to eat, and the maximum spending limit was $12,000 before. So they basically cut the spending limit in half from $12,000 to $6,000, and they moved the bonus category from grocery to gas, which, I mean, most of us drive, but a lot of people, you know, here around New York City are taking public transit. You know, a lot of people that work with me take the train, so they might not be able to get use out of that gas category. So, man, that poll. What option would you pick? Do you think you would pick number 1 or number 2? All right, so next up we have Home Depot and Lowe's. You can get a 10% discount for active military, veterans, and spouses. Home Depot recently rolled out a new discount for active military veterans and their spouses. Like, you get 10% back, and you get it at Home Depot, homedepot.com, and that's on up to $400 discounted on for each calendar year. Lowe's also has a program. It's had it for some time, and there's no limit, so that's much better. It's always good to ask a business if they have a military discount up front. I've noticed, you know, I've been out with people that are military, and I didn't know any better, but they just straight up asked, and pretty much most of the locations that we went to had a 10% discount, so it's definitely worth asking. I want to know how many people are military here. Just let me know. Hold up. I want to know what my who's in my audience. All right. Max, you said you're not military? Okay, gotcha. All right, so next story, we got US Bank is launching a new Altitude Connect card with 50,000 point bonus. It's worth up to $500. So this card has a $95 annual fee. The fee is waived for the first year though. You earn 5x on prepaid hotels, car rentals booked in the Altitude Reward Center. You get 4x on travel and gas stations, 2x at grocery stores, grocery delivery, dining, and on streaming services. And then you get 1x everywhere else. There's a $30 annual streaming credit per year, and global entry and TSA pre-check credit. You also get cell phone protection, and there's no foreign transaction fee. So that's pretty typical for, you know, a travel card. You really want to have no foreign transaction fee. And I stated a few times that about 60% of the cards on the market have that 3% foreign transaction fee. A lot of people don't know about that. So if you're going to use credit cards overseas and abroad, then you're going to get hit with that fee, and it's going to be, you know, it's going to be a bad day. So after using the credits, and you consider the credits that this card has, the annual fee effectively gets reduced down to $40 per year. I think this is a decent card compared to the rest of the market. And I'm like, I would say I like travel focused cards, but I don't like annual fees. And that seems to be something that's present on many of the travel cards. Personally, I've been using the Venmo credit card for my travel. It's not advertised like that, but you get 3% on your top spend category. And so I'm just going to use that towards my top spend is just for travel. And that's the best that I can do at this moment. No military. We got 4 votes. No military. Okay. I know a lot of people talk about the Navy Federal Credit Union. A lot of people love that. And so I'm thinking maybe a good portion of the members of Navy Federal, since they have 10 million people there with that union, I'm thinking that they're just affiliated. Maybe they're family members or their roommates, and that's most of their base, because that's a lot of people there. We don't even have way less than 10 million people in the military. All right, so next story. Bank of America will no longer be charging fees for insufficient funds. So you got to really hang on the words here. You got to hang on every single word. It's very technical. It's just for insufficient funds. They're going to be charging fees though. It begins in February. Overdraft fees will be reduced from $35 down to $10 beginning in May. They said overdraft fees revenues will be reduced by 97% from 2009 levels. They want to offer low cost solutions for customers to spend, borrow, and budget safely. Obviously, that's just for the news and that's for, good favor. They want to make money. They want to make lots of money. And they have been doing that. I really don't care at this point. I don't care. I used to bank with them and I ended that many years ago. This is too late for me. I left the traditional brick and mortar banks almost 10 years ago. Online banks charge almost no fees and even reimburse ATM fees. So like, for example, SoFi, they don't currently still offer it, but when I signed up back in late 2019, they were offering to automatically reimburse any ATM fees. So I don't really have to, I don't think twice about it. I just go to whatever random ATM and $3, $4, $5, I know it's going to go right back into my account. Do you think that traditional banks will eventually go under? Gonna ask that. Let me know. Because I think they will. It's just a matter of time. They've been holding on tight, but they have a strong lead. But these fintech companies are coming up strong. You got SoFi, you got Robinhood, and Chime. Chime is huge. So many more, and they're springing up left and right. They're springing up almost as fast as new NFT projects or new cryptocurrency projects. It's amazing. I think they're going under. I gotta disagree with you guys. Let me disagree real quick. All right, so next story, got Wells Fargo. They're gonna follow suit. So they probably all work together on this. They probably had a meeting about this. So Wells Fargo scraps bounce check and overdraft protection fees. Wells Fargo will stop charging customers fees for bouncing checks and will waive fees for customers using its overdraft protection services. These changes will go into effect on March 30th. Wells Fargo will also give customers who overdraw their accounts 24 hours to bring the balance above zero before charging them a $35 fee. That's so nice of them. That's so generous that they would give you a whole day before they slap you with another $35 fee. That's amazing. The bank will also begin giving customers who receive direct deposits access to those funds up to 2 days in advance. So my thoughts are, what's up, Credit Dave? How's it going? How you doing, sir? Welcome to the stream. All right, so I think this is wild. So they're still keeping the $35 overdraft fee, but they're giving you a 1 day grace period. They should eliminate it altogether. It shouldn't even happen. It shouldn't be a thing to have, somebody with $300 in their account or $20 in their account getting an overdraft for a Kit Kat or whatever your drink, your drink of choice is. So I've already been receiving my paycheck 2 days in advance for almost a year now with SoFi. And I know Chime and Current, basically all the online banks offer you a 2 day in advance paycheck. And so, whenever my coworkers are talking about, hey, I looked at my check and it looks a little off, I'm like, it already hit my account. I've had the money, I've already done what I needed to do, which usually is nothing, but it's nice to be able to have it 48 hours in advance and they're still waiting. So this is why old companies always eventually lose. they're incapable of innovating and radical change. And that's what you need to shake up the market. To disrupt the market, you need to bring a totally new idea, you know, and that's why these new Silicon Valley companies are coming in and just shaking things up. All the companies that people thought were going to be on top forever, IBM, you know, you know, Motorola, they're getting sold off. Nobody ever thought they would go under, but that inevitably it will happen. Wells Fargo has proven to be insanely corrupt as well. I mean, they've had so many, I think they've been charged $3 billion. It's different scandals. They were creating fake accounts and they had, you know, they've been doing some other shady stuff. So they're pretty bad. So let's go into the next story here. All right, so if you have a Chase card, you want to check those for a limited time 5x spending bonus. Chase is offering different deals for targeted cardholders. So targeted means that it's only available to a specific group of people. It's Chase chooses that, whatever, you know, specific cards or a specific subset, age group, whatever they choose to do. You can only find out if you go and check yourself. So you could earn 5x miles points on up to $1,500 in combined purchases in the following categories on targeted Chase cards. And that's going to be Amazon, grocery stores, restaurants, and it's valid from January 15th to March 31st. I checked my Chase Freedom Unlimited. That's the only Chase card I have, but I didn't qualify. I'll leave a link in the description of this live stream, so you can check for yourself. And I think all you need is your last name and the last four of your card number and one other thing. Yeah, it's only 3 pieces of information. There's links in the description. So who do you think offers the best limited time bonuses? Is it Chase or Amex? All right, as soon as it gives me the ability to make a poll here. All right, everybody vote on that for me. Let me know. You Chase, are you with Chase or are you with Amex? And I just want to react here. You have, most people think that the traditional banks will not go under. You know what? I'll have to be in the minority there. I think they're definitely, it's just a matter of time. It's just going to take longer. They're definitely entrenched in the market. All right, so here's a nice one, guys. You can get a free $5 Amazon gift card when you use Amazon Pay. So they're just trying to encourage people to use, you know, the Amazon payment method. You know, Google does this all the time with Google Pay. And so the offer applies to purchases made just using Amazon Pay. You must purchase within 7 days. Your gift card will arrive in an email within 14 days of the payment being processed. You can actually buy an audiobook that costs only 1 cent using Amazon Pay. And I did this a day or two ago. And I haven't got my gift card yet, but I'll let you guys know maybe in a community post when I got it. But you know, it just cost 1 cent. I was able to easily get a $15 gift card back in November for a different offer. So I have confidence in their system. I'll leave a link to the offer page and I'll leave another link to the 1 penny audiobook in the description. Yes, Ms. Barton, I don't trust the big banks either. They have been pretty bad for us. Charged a lot of money. A lot of fees. All right, so I just want to cover a few stories here from Reddit. So this guy's asked, can I get my credit limit lowered? He actually wants that limit to be lower. We're all trying to get our limits up. He's trying to get his down. All right. He says, no, really, like, is there a way to get, say, a $7,000 monthly credit limit down to $1,500 or like a $2,500 limit or something? I don't know. I just don't need it that high. So I think there's almost no reason to lower your credit limit. It immediately raises your credit utilization and damages your score. If you are bad with credit, then some say to lower it so you don't get into too much debt. I'd say just lock the card at that point, or even cancel it if the issue is that serious. So if you're gambling with your credit cards, then you don't need them at all. Locking the card is not going to help because you're just going to take it, unlock it, and use it in a terrible way. So you just need to cancel the cards, take the hit to your credit score. That's the least of your problems at that point. And yeah, you just need to get and cut them up. All right, so this next guy says, how do I break a hard pull cycle? I have a decent score in the upper 700s, but I've been denied 2 cards already. No revolving balance, missed payments, or anything. I was denied because of too many hard pulls, but each time I apply, I get more hard pulls, therefore disqualifying me even more. It makes no sense. I don't want to keep trying because I just keep getting more pulls on my credit. What do I do? So I think he's right at first. This is a real problem people have. You know, if you're applying for many cars, you're going to get those hard pulls are probably going to take like 3 to 5 points off your score each time. Hard pulls don't do so much damage to your score, but they disqualify you from the hard to get cards like chase cards. There's a few cards that just do a soft pull for pre-approval, like the SoFi card, the Discover It card, and the Quicksilver card also does that. So you can actually go to the website and see if you're pre-approved. Every time I've been pre-approved for a card, I've been accepted. So I think that's a good deal to go for those cards first. The thing is, as soon as you accept that offer, then they do a hard credit pull. But at least you get the card and you're getting that higher credit limit at that point and access to that new rewards program. All right, so this guy says, when does Amazon typically increase their welcome gift card amount to $150 or $200 for their cards? I'm interested in opening a credit card with Amazon, and I've seen them offer in the past $100, $200 if you're approved. Right now, though, I'm only being offered $100. If I were to apply and be approved, I'm wondering if anyone knows around what time of the year they would usually increase that amount, so I know how long I might have to wait until then. So this guy's asking for it right after they offered it. It was just the holiday season. So they released this offer around November each year for the holidays. There is no way to get pre-approved for the cards, unfortunately. The store card, which has a lower requirement around like a 640 score, and then the Chase Visa card is going to require like a 700 plus score. The Chase version of the card has a very strict approval criteria, and that's included in the Chase 524 rule, which means that you can't have more than 5 hard credit pulls in the previous 2 years. So I personally have the store card, and at the time when I got it years ago, I applied for the Chase version, and I think I got denied twice. And so now it makes complete sense. Their rewards are 5% back at Amazon, but um, they're in two completely different categories as far as criteria to get approved for them. And so I know pretty much everybody should have a Chase card. I'm sorry, should have an Amazon card, right? So which version do you have? I'm just gonna ask you guys in a poll. All right, so this guy's asking, when you get a new credit card with 0% purchases for 1 year, does it start on day one? Are the 12 months beginning after the card has been delivered to your house, or does it start after you activate the card? In other words, can I wait about 2 months to activate my new credit card, and will I still have 12 months left, or will I have 10 months left? Also, what is the longest that you can go without activating a credit card after you have received it before it gets canceled? Thanks. I say absolutely not. You can't wait. And why would you? Why would you want to wait to use your card? It should be an exciting time. You just got access to, a new 5% category, or, a brand new perk. You want to go ahead and use that. Almost every bonus feature of a card starts as soon as you're approved. So as soon as you are on that phone call, or if you're applying online, and as soon as you get that approval letter, then that's considered that's called your opening date. Cards can be closed due to inactivity, and that can happen quickly if you don't use the card. And that's happened to me with the Discover It card, and I just kind of let it go by the wayside, but I should have held on to it. I think it had like a $1,300 limit. They never raised it, so I really wasn't stressing it too much. But if I could do it again, I would keep it. But it's closed due to inactivity. And I remember opening a checking account with Discover also, and I didn't use it for like 30 days, and they immediately shut it down. So Chase is very strict on that inactivity. But I have other cards that maybe like from Best Buy that I haven't used it in the whole year, and there's no problem. I have other cards from like IKEA that haven't been used in a couple years, still no problem. So it just depends on the card issuer. So we move on to the next one. You guys voted here? Oh yeah, let me put it up. You could vote for me down there. All right, so next we got, is it better to buy more cheap things or a few expensive things? A lot of people have been talking about this, and I've seen YouTube videos on this as well, and I always like raise my eyebrow at it. He says, what I mean is, does it help your credit score more if you were to use your credit card to buy 10 things that equal to $50, or buy one item that's $50, or does it even matter? So I haven't seen any substantial evidence that says it makes a difference either way. Just use your card as normal for purchases you would have made anyway, and pay your full statement balance each month. I can't stress that enough. You got to pay your full statement balance. Otherwise the card is useless. It's costing you more than it's offering you, because they're only offering you up to usually 2% to 5% back if you're using a cashback card. And if you're getting charged interest, they're charging you, 15 to 25% interest. It doesn't compare. So you definitely have to set it up. And I choose to set up automatic payments on all my cards. So it's going to come out regardless at the right time. You'll never mess up that way. All right, one of you got the Amazon store card, I see. All right, so next, this guy's asking, is it me or does Chase not have good credit cards? They are the largest company, but their cards do not appear to be as good as their competition. Their zero annual fee cards have pretty bad rewards, in my opinion. No 2% card, and the categories for higher cash back on other cards aren't very good for everyday consumers. And then most of their cards have annual fees and are like for airlines or hotels. Am I missing something? I feel like I hear about a lot of miscellaneous benefits that come with holding a Chase card. Is this card specific? Do you recommend any specific cards? I think that he has a pretty good point. I only have one card, Chase card, and it's the Freedom Unlimited. I'm not really looking to get any of their other premium cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve or Chase Sapphire Preferred. I'm a cashback guy though. They don't have any 2% cards, which everyone should have in their wallet. You know, that should be like a base level card that you have. So you make sure that you cover that. You're going to earn at least 2% in all categories. I recommend the Freedom Flex and Unlimited for sure, but even those still have limited time bonuses that have to be managed. So as I, told you about earlier, they have brand new set of yearly bonuses for the gas category. And so you're going to have to kind of keep up to date on what their new promotion is. I would much rather to have a promotion that is set and you can rely on that. So I can even automate that. All right, so this next guy is saying, should I close new accounts? Could closing accounts lead to better credit score? It sounds dumb, but I'm curious. I have a Discover It card, an Amex Blue, both with 1.5 years on them and a 2,000 credit limit. I have the US Bank with 2 months and a $500 limit. So he's just asking if it's better to close his cards to get rid of the newer ones that have a short credit history. And so my reaction to that is the age of your credit history makes up 15% of your credit score, while your utilization rate makes up 30%. So you have to keep, in mind the percentages that they're using to calculate your score. That's half as important as your utilization rate. And then your payment history is worth 35%. So those are the two biggest factors. That's 65% of your credit score is your utilization. So how much of your available credit limit you're using, and then your payment history. How many on-time payments are you making? So to me, that's small stuff. I would not even stress that. Chances are he used a lot of effort for no results. You should just focus on the on-time payments and the credit limits, getting those credit limits raised. So this next question is, how likely is Capital One to ask for income verification? I want the Venture X card. That's the new hot card. Everybody wants that. And it does look kind of good, I gotta say, with the lounge access, and those Capital One lounges are looking pretty nice. And you get access to, you get to share that with, I think, 4 authorized users, and they all get access for free. And they also get a 1-person allowance to let into that lounge. It says, I want the Venture X, but I'm afraid my income is too low. It's like below 20,000. That's super low, dude. That's scraping the poverty line there. As we know, that isn't exactly the easiest card to be approved for. I'm just wondering, how likely am I to be in trouble if I just write 40,000 instead? So that card has a $400 annual fee. So how is he gonna afford that? That's a large percentage of his annual income. He doesn't make enough by himself. It can happen, but I've never been asked to verify my income. I've never been asked to verify anything. Banks asking for income is mostly a formality. He could count his family's income if he can reasonably expect them to help him. So really, the way that I read into that is all they need to do is have a conversation, or there must be an arrangement already set up where he gets money from his sister or his father or his friend. If they're sharing an account or money like that, then he can claim their income. That's what it says in the in the forms. So I want to know, have you ever been asked to verify any part of your credit card application? Let me know in the comments. It should be down below the poll. Just posted a poll. So let me know how you feel. All right, Miss Barton, you never been asked to verify anything? Yeah, me either. Never. That's why I'm just, people are stressing it, and I don't really see why. It's already based upon I think a 2009 bill, which tells the credit card companies, credit card issuers how to function, and they all require that same bit of information, the employment. They're just covering their tail so that you can't sue them and say you're a predatory lender and you lent me too much money you knew I couldn't afford all that. All right, so it's asking, where on the credit card agreements do I find information on closing due dates, or closing due to inactivity? He also says, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months, I have some older free cards that I need to keep open. And the answer to that is, you're not going to have that on the terms of service. Lenders do not make those guidelines public. It's up to them at their will. Every issue is different, and we spoke about that earlier with my issue with Discover. They are very stringent on activity on your account. They see you're not using it, they're going to immediately close it out and I guess offer that credit to someone else. A good rule of thumb is to use your card every 6 months. Every 6 months. Yeah, so listen, I see 3 people voted here. You've never been asked to verify anything. Yeah, I don't even think that's a standard practice. I think if you were to put, something outlandish as your income, $500,000, then you might need to verify that. Or even then, they might just deny you or something. I don't know. That's never happened to me though. All right, does anybody have any questions? I'm gonna say anything. Don't forget to take advantage of the 2 links below. Take the Chase. If you have a Chase card, make sure that you check and see if you have access to those 5%, those 5x bonuses. And then if you want that $5 Amazon store card, then check out the link below. You can make a 1 cent purchase on the audiobook, and then that makes you eligible. You should get your $5 Amazon store card within 14 days. Right. Well, guys, I want you to thank you for coming back to my live stream. I'm going to do this every single Sunday at 7 p.m. And we're going to keep it moving. I'm going to try to provide as much value, as much news as I cover on a weekly basis. I'm going to try to cram into this live stream and then present it to you. I want everybody to have a good night. Stay safe this week. I'll see you next Sunday. All right.